Hey internet cousins, welcome back again to a whole nother video. I'm your favorite internet cousin Tabby, and happy new year. I haven't been on this platform with long form content since last year, and if you guys are new to the channel, I had a baby. I had my 5th daughter December the 23rd, so I've been on maternity leave in a way, but I'm back and I wanted to do a video about the things I wish I knew before starting a business. So I did a video, and I'll link it in the description, on what I knew before I started a body butter business. That was very specific to what I do professionally, but I wanted to do something based off of a request in a comment section, to do basically what I wish I knew before I got started in business, period. And this video is going to highlight, well, I'll do a 2-part video. This is going to highlight the first 5 things I wish I knew, and we'll kind of go into detail with it a little bit as I go along. And then part 2 will be the next 5, and then we'll go into details with those things that I wish I knew before starting a business. So, yeah. Before we get into it, can you like the video, please? Thank you. Subscribe, comment, share with another business friend of yours, people who are in the entrepreneurial space or aspiring to be in that, and we're going to help each other out and kind of navigate that space together. Okay? Okay. All right, so let's get into it. I'm really excited. So the first thing I want to touch on, and you know what? Writing this list made me really appreciate the growth that I have, and it also pointed out places that I can further develop. So I'm excited to get into that too. So let's go. So number 1, starting is the hardest part. Because it is. A lot of the time we wrap ourselves in like self-doubt and try to talk ourselves out of starting, on how scary it might be, how oversaturated, you know, your particular niche is. And we tend to talk ourselves out of starting. And really that's the most difficult part. It shows that, it kind of shows you and the people around you that you're serious, that this is something that your heart is in, that again, that you're serious about. So starting sometimes is daunting. It can be nerve-wracking. If you don't have any type of mentorship or people around you who are in the entrepreneurial space, you might feel very lonely or very confused about, directionally anyways, about what it is that you're supposed to be doing and how you can make an impact and add value in the entrepreneurial space. So if you are thinking about starting, do it. Rip that band-aid off. You know what I mean? Just go full throttle with that. Don't give yourself an opportunity to talk yourself out of it, or convince yourself that you don't know what you're doing, or convince yourself that it's not going to work, because you don't know that. All you know is that you have an idea and it's something that you want to flesh out and get out into the world and share with other people and build community. And so you need to start. So let this video be that motivation that you need, that confirmation that you need to start your brand, start your business, start your journey. Okay, so the second thing I wish I knew is that discipline will get you further than just being motivated. So motivation is great. It is needed. It is the jump start. It is gasoline in the car. Okay. And what I love about motivation is that it'll get you up and moving quicker than discipline. But what discipline shows, or what discipline does, it provides you with some longevity. It's like the muscle memory of the getting started part, is that when you are disciplined, it becomes innate in you to do certain activities in order to be successful, in order to, you know, hit your goals and hit your benchmarks. You have to have discipline, because even when you don't feel like doing the thing, being an entrepreneur, even when life kind of throw things at you, your discipline is what's going to kick in to kind of keep you on track to making sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Motivation is wonderful, is needed, and it is necessary, but it is not the only thing. And if you are only motivated, then you are really slighting yourself. You're basically operating on like half a tank. So if you are highly motivated and extremely disciplined, just imagine how much further you would get. Number 3, content. And this is something that I have just learned, and I've been in business since 2021 when I started my skincare line. Content is so simple. I used to make such a big deal about it, or try to put so much thought into it. I am literally the content. Everything that I do every day for my business, be it unboxing stuff, opening boxes, getting ready to work, cleaning up my workspace, organizing my things, making my products, packaging things, the like staff meetings that I have with myself in my own head, organizing and planning out my months and my year and how I want things to do and how I want drops to go. All of that counts as content. And if you could just hit the record button and just record yourself while making the content, you really don't have to take the thought out of it. Every activity that you do is the content for your niche, for your space, for your platforms. And I think it's important to say that, because it takes all of the mystery and complication out of it, right? And then with content, the more you produce it, the better you get at it. I would rather have people sit and watch me, 100 people sit and watch me now, than 1,000,000 people sit and watch me now, because I know I'm going to get better as I exercise the muscle and consistently, show up and make the content. It isn't something that requires too much. You could do this on your phone. You don't necessarily need some really fancy camera and, crazy expensive lighting. Like, you get yourself a little light. You can use your camera on your phone, or if you do happen to have an actual camera, go ahead and use that. But you are the content. And then as you progress and as you exercise the muscle of editing and, angles and positioning, doing all this other stuff, then, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of expand your world of content creation. But don't get so caught up in what content is. Your life is the content. You know what I mean? How you operate and maneuver in your business and your business space is the content. Be it vlogs, behind the scenes, all of that stuff. People love that stuff. Just hit the record button. And this is something that I just learned myself, you guys. I literally just learned this myself. Like, I am the content. Everything that I'm doing counts as content. All I have to do is hit the record button so y'all can see it. And you can get it behind the scenes on what it's like to be Tabitha with my 5 crazy kids and my husband trying to launch a multi-million-dollar skincare line. Mystery gone. Number 4. Self-doubt and comparison is the thief of joy. It's already bad enough that there's a lot of fear and a whole lot of apprehension surrounding the entrepreneurial journey. But if you can't be confident in your ability to show up and to add value, if you can't be confident in the fact that, you know what, I'm the one with this vision in my head. I am the one who has this gift. I am the one who has this idea. Excuse me. I could push this out. If you don't have that type of confidence in what you're doing, it's going to be very difficult for you to be on social media, to be around others, and to not feel a type of way. You know what I'm saying? It is my hope, it is my desire that you feel super confident in what it is that you bring to the table. Let's start there. Let's work on our self-confidence, knowing for sure what it is we can do, the limit of what the doing is, and how we provide a unique value to our environment, to our community, to our niche. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're comparing your day 1 to someone's, say, day 1,000, it's going to look a lot different. And you want to feel like you're not doing very well. And it's going to push you into a space where you want to stop and you're not entirely confident in your own process. That's not fair to you. It's not fair to you. If you're comparing your day 1,000 to someone else's day 1,000 and you're like me, a mama with a bunch of kids and I work a full-time job, that's not fair either. I can't compare myself to someone, say, who might have 1 kid or have no children or happen to have all the time in the world to make content and you know what I mean? Like, that's not fair. You know what I mean? It's a lane for them, it's a lane for me, and it's a lane for you. And comparing yourself to what someone else is doing is going to rob you of so much joy and fulfillment in what it is that you are doing. My advice is to go ahead and get laser focused on what you are doing. My advice is to take time every single day to not only be grateful, but to big up yourself on what it is that you're doing and how awesome you are, because where you are today is not where you were yesterday, it's not where you were last month, it's not where you were last year, and that requires celebration. And here's another little tidbit: celebrate your small wins. I'm a person who, I have a goal, I work, hit the goal, and then there's nothing. There's no celebration, there's no incentive. It's just that I hit my goal, which for me is enough. But at the end of the day, the fact that a goal was hit and a goal was met with the type of hectic lifestyle I live, the amount of things, the amount of hats that I wear, it requires celebration. Stop not celebrating yourself. Cut that out. And the last one, number 5, is aim to improve 1% each day. That has been my goal. So what I did, and you can steal it by all means, go ahead and steal it, child. What I did was I created a list of everything that is required of me as an entrepreneur, right? And I did it with content, because content is a big deal for me. Like I said before, back in number 3, I'm just learning that I am the content, right? So if I go on, I have a list. I'll go on live, I make a post, I record, I edit, and it's another thing on my list that I do, right? And each one of those tasks has a point associated with it. And every day I measure out and I add up all of my points. Now, if I do a certain thing multiple times, I get multiple points. And I compare my points to yesterday. And if I get more points than I did yesterday, then I improve because I did more activities associated with being a content creator. You see how that works? So go ahead and steal this. I do not mind at all. Have fun with it. Do your thing. I'm extremely competitive. So Tabitha 24 hours ago is getting dusted right now. Sis is getting annihilated. And I look forward to what Tabitha does tomorrow. You feel me? It makes it fun, kind of turns it into a game, but you should look to improve yourself every single day. So what is it that you have going on right now that you're active in? Or what goals do you have that you really want to hit? And how can you reverse engineer what those goals and those steps look like, so that way each day you are improving little by little. Those incremental improvements, give yourself a month and look and see how much you were able to accomplish, because you progress 1% every day. Imagine doing that for a year. You will be 365% better than you were at the top of the year. That's a lot of percentage. That's a lot of percentages. Listen, at this point, any confidence booster that I can get, any reassurance that I can get, any affirming in myself that I can get, I'm going to take that. Go on. Do the same thing. So like and subscribe to this video, and go ahead and hit the bell notification for part 2 if you haven't done so already. And then go to tabby'svanity.com and sign up for my VIP list, because I'm giving stuff to y'all all the time. So yeah, if you want to be in the know, if you say that you are a cousin the way you say that you are a cousin, go ahead and do that. And you can follow me everywhere. All of that is in the description box down below, and I will see you in part 2.